Formula One is one of the world's most popular auto racing sports. It is the highest class of single-seater automobile racing sanctioned by the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, FIA. The championship is held over a season divided into multiple rounds, and each round consists of multiple races. Formula One races usually start around 2 p.m. local time. The exact starting time depends on the venue of each race. There is a warm-up session before the start of each race, which usually lasts for around 30 minutes. The racing cars are checked by engineers, and engineers test to make sure that the cars meet the safety specs of the F1 Federation. After all the necessary checks have been made, the cars are lined up in the pit lane for the formation lap that will take them onto the starting grid. Half an hour before the race, the cars move to the grid and the drivers complete their final preparations, such as attaching their helmets. The drivers then move to the front of the grid and a national anthem is played. After the national anthem, the drivers do the parade lap, which is followed by the rolling start parade lap. Once the parade lap has been completed, the green light will light up the start of the race and the race will begin. During the race, the drivers compete to achieve the fastest lap times. The race usually lasts for around 2 hours depending on the circuit, and it is usually divided into multiple parts. Formula One races are usually contested by teams that represent different countries. The Formula One World Championship is decided via duck points awarded for each driver and team's performance during the season. At the end of each season, the driver and constructor with the most points are crowned champions. Races are usually held on Sundays and sometimes on Saturdays depending on the venue and nature of the track. On some weekends, 2 or 3 rounds of the championship may take place. Each round has its own qualifying session, during which the drivers battle for the fastest time to determine the starting positions. Qualifying sessions for each round usually take place 1 day before the race, while practice sessions take place 2 days before the race. Formula One racing is unpredictable and no team or driver can be sure of victory until the very end of the race. Race weekends are usually filled with anticipation and excitement as the drivers and teams prepare for the battle ahead. The cars are fitted with the latest cutting-edge technology, making them some of the fastest and most technologically advanced race cars in the world. As the race nears its end, the tension mounts and the pressure increases before the drivers take the checkered flag and cross the line. Once the drivers have crossed the line, the podium celebration begins and the drivers celebrate their incredible achievement. Formula One races are broadcasted on TV and radio around the world, allowing fans to access the sport from wherever they are.